get the cops called by the neighbors.
What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another video. For those of you that don't know, my name is Antonio Matuire and I own a 2017 BMW 340i as well as a 2001 325i. In today's video, I wanted to talk about mixing E85. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And just like that, let's get right into today's video. So I get a lot of DMs on my Instagram all the time of people asking me, what's an E30 blend? How much E85 do I put in the tank to get an E50 blend? And so in this video, I will answer all those questions as well as just give you guys a little bit of better understanding of what E85 is and how to blend it properly. So I know blending E85 for the very first time can be a little intimidating, so hopefully this video will help you guys be more confident when you're mixing your E85. So in this video, I wanted to share with you guys some advantages to using E85 as well as some disadvantages. I'll also be showing you guys the app that I use when I'm mixing my E85 to get the most accurate results possible, as well as just give you guys a brief overview of what E85 is and if it's right for you. So first of all, what is E85? So E85 is a fuel that is pretty much 85% ethanol and the other 15% is gasoline. So all fuel has ethanol in it though. E85 has 85% ethanol with 15% gasoline. Regular gasoline like 91 and 93 usually have about 10 to 15% ethanol with 85% gasoline. So the number one reason why people are trying to use E85 in their vehicles is just strictly horsepower. E85 ignites at a higher temperature, which means it makes more mechanical power, which in turn gives you more horsepower. Because most of us know that the cooler our engines are, the better it performs. So another pro of E85 is that it's just simply cheaper than regular gas. So obviously if you own a BMW, you're probably putting 91 or 93 depending on your location, which can be very expensive. If you're using E85, E85 is almost always cheaper than 91 or 93. Another benefit of E85 is that it emits less emissions than regular gasoline. So if you guys are all about saving the world, then hey, go E85. Now I know what you guys are probably thinking, wow, E85 is not only cheaper than regular fuel, but I get more horsepower as well. Well, there are also some disadvantages to E85 that we'll go over right now. So although E85 is cheaper than 91 or 93, E85 makes your car less fuel efficient. When I was running 93 in my BMW, I was getting like 26 miles per gallon. But ever since I switched to the E50 tune, I'm getting right around 21 to 22 miles per gallon. So the fuel economy has gone down. So yes, E85 is cheaper than 91 or 93, but you're getting worse miles per gallon. So in the end, you'll probably end up spending just about the same on E85 as you would on 91 or 93, because if you're running E85, you're gonna have to fill up more often. So that's pretty much the main pros and cons of E85. I don't wanna get too much into it. If you guys wanna read more about E85, I'll leave a couple of links down in the description of some really good information about E85. So now that we talked about the pros and cons, let's move to if it's right for you. So my first question to people when they ask me if they should switch to an E30 or an E50 blend is, do you have any gas stations near you or in your area that sell E85? So yes, E85 is regional. They do not have E85 at every gas station that you will stop at. So my advice, if you're wanting to switch to a tune that requires E85, just do a quick search of local gas stations in your area that might carry E85. If the nearest gas station to you that has E85 is like 2 hours away, then it's probably not a good idea to switch to a tune that requires E85. Now I know they do sell flex fuel kits for the B58 now, which is super helpful. Let me know if you guys want me to make a video purely on the flex fuel kit, but this video is for the people that do not have the flex fuel kit, myself included. So once I ask people if it's practical for them to have a tune that requires E85, that usually brings me to my next question: how pure is the E85 at the gas station that you're filling up at? So what I mean by that is, yes, although E85 stands for 85% ethanol, not all E85 is 85% ethanol. So how you figure this out? I actually tested the E85 at my local gas station not too long ago. It's actually about 75% ethanol at the one that I fill up at. But how you can do this, you can order an E85 tester on Amazon. It's pretty inexpensive. I think I only paid like $12, $13 for mine. Pretty much you're gonna go to the gas station, fill it up to the water line with water, and then fill the rest up with E85, and it will show you what percentage of ethanol is in that mixture. If you guys would like to test the E85 in your area, I will also leave a link down in the description below of where you can get one. The reason why you're gonna wanna test the E85 in your area, because it's gonna tell you how much E85 to put in your blend. So for example, I have an E50 tune on my BMW, which means I need 50% of E85. If the E85 isn't 85% ethanol, then I'm going to have to add more of it to my tank to offset it. Now it's not a one and done type of thing. You're gonna wanna test the E85 in your area kind of regularly, just for the simple fact that the percentage of E85 changes with seasons. Since it's harder to ignite E85, what they'll do in the cooler months is add more gasoline to the mixture so that way your car can actually start. Because those of you that live in a very cold state, it might be hard for you to start your car on E85 just because it does ignite at a higher temperature. So a good rule of thumb, if you're really worried about it, just test the E85 in your area. I would say every 2 to 3 months, just to make sure that your mixture is as accurate as possible. Alright, so now we've pretty much gone over the basics of E85. So let me tell you guys how I calculate my mixtures. So the app that I use is called E85 Cal. It looks like this. No, I am not sponsored, but this is a great app and it's super easy to use. And I'm gonna walk you guys through every step. So once you open the app, it has a few sections that you're gonna have to fill out. Let me delete all these numbers that were previously entered so I can show you guys every single step. So gas tank size, if you have a BMW 340i, your gas tank is 15.8 gallons. So we'll go ahead and put 15.8. So next we have pump gas ethanol percentage at pump. So when it's referring to pump gas, it's talking about the 91 or 93 ethanol percentage. So remember at the beginning of the video when I told you guys that pump gas is usually 10 to 15% ethanol? That's what I was talking about. So I always just estimate that 91 or 93 is about 10%. So I'm gonna go ahead and put 10% there. Next, we have ethanol percentage at pump. Now this is after you already tested the ethanol percentage at your particular gas station. For example, my gas station that I fill up at is around 75% ethanol. So we're gonna go ahead and put that in. Now next, your target ethanol percentage mix. Now this is where you're gonna input how much ethanol you want in your tank. So if you have a 30% blend, which is an E-30 tune, or a 50% blend, E-50 tune, that's where you'll input that number. For my vehicle, I have an E-50 tune, so 50% ethanol, so I'm going to put 50 in right here. For the current ethanol percentage mixture, this is what you currently have in your gas tank. So if you've previously filled up on an E-30 tune and now you're switching to an E-50 tune, you would put 30% there. If you're coming from pump gas and you don't have any E85 in your tank, then you can put 10 or 15 for that number, since regular pump gas has about that much ethanol in it. But for my vehicle, I already have a 50% mixture in here, so I'm gonna go ahead and put 50 there as well. And lastly, all you have to do is drag this slider to how much gas is in your tank currently. So if you're at a half a tank, just drag it to 50%, and it'll auto populate at the very bottom of how much E85 you need to add, as well as how much pump gas you need to add. So as you guys can see, if I was at half a tank, I would need to add 4.86 gallons of E85 and then 3.04 gallons of pump gas, resulting in a 50% mixture. Now let's throw another example out there. Let's say you're going from an E30 blend to an E50 blend. What you do is go up to target ethanol mix, type in 50, your current ethanol mixture would be 30, and then boom, it tells you at the very bottom, once you drag, how much E85 to add as well as how much pump gas to add. This is the easiest way that I found to do this, and this app is great for this. I like how it allows you to add how much ethanol is already in your tank, because a lot of other websites and apps will assume that you're just coming straight from pump gas over to an E85 blend, and it won't let you put in how much ethanol is already in your tank. You can even change it to liters, so depending on where you live, if you go by gallons or liters, doesn't matter. But I don't want to make this video too long. I wanted to keep it short and sweet for those of you that had questions on mixing E30, E50 blends. Hopefully this video answered all those questions. But if you guys do have additional questions, please leave them down in the comments and I will get to them as I can. And if not, you guys can always hit me up on my Instagram at Matwire. If you guys learned something from this video, please smash that like button. It helps me out tremendously. And if you like seeing content like this, please consider subscribing to the channel so that way you get notified every time I upload a new video. But that wraps up today's video. And as always, Matwire fam, remember your goals and don't stop till you reach them. Peace.
Excited just to see me, wish I felt the same way. Later on she'll probably get a name change. People changing on me like they gain weight. I wish that I